Hi, everybody. It's 10:30. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm a local expert with Intuit, and I specialize in Intuit Field Service Management. Today, we're going to be covering, just a typical demonstration I'm going to go into, and then of course, I'm going to touch on just a few points about the reports that Intuit Field Service has. So here's my information up on the screen, and please feel free to contact me after the demonstration is over and ask me any questions during our one-on-one consultation. And I also offer um, training and setup installation services for this product as well. You can find me on a QuickBooks' national website, quickbooks.corrigo.com. Sorry, just give me a second. Sometimes this happens. Okay, so I'm just going to jump right in. Okay, so this is the home screen of Intuit Field Service Management. And when you are looking at your completed work orders here, this is all of the completed work orders from the beginning of time. So you can use these filters here to adjust what you're seeing. So that way, if you know that you've closed out last month's work orders, you could even just look at, this week or last week's completed work orders to give yourself a better view. Okay, I'm going to start on the customer tab, and then I'm going to say new work order. All right. And I'm going to do a service repair. Okay. And I can go ahead and hit finish. And now that work order is ready for me to go ahead and pick up. So I'm going to bring up my device here on the screen. I'm going to use an iPad today. You can see I've got one here waiting to get picked up. And I'm going to go ahead and complete it. So I'm going to say pick up and start. And now complete. I'm going to make a note here. The work order was not working. I was able to replace the coil on the unit and was on site for 2 hours, period. Okay, and if that's all I'm doing, if I'm not taking a payment on site, I'm just going to go ahead and get a signature from the client, and then the office would finish the rest. So you can see here I've completed this work order, and now I am going to go ahead and prepare an invoice against it. So before I do that, I just wanted to show you this reporting feature. So I've created a work order under, a report under my management queue. So what I did is I took the invoice list report that was already in the invoice queue, and I just edited a few things on it and then placed it in my management queue. So what I did was I said, what are the, excuse me, what are the work orders that haven't yet been completed? Sorry, what are the work orders that have been completed but don't yet have an invoice prepared? So I went ahead and I said not prepared and prepared. And I'm just going to go ahead and say last action date today because I only want to see the ones that came in for today. All right, and here it is. At this point, you can go ahead and click right on the work order. And what's handy is this little snipping tool. If you wanted to go ahead and, just grab this to go ahead and print it off, That's always nice, and you can save it. Or what you could do is export it to Excel, which is what I like to do. So I just wanted to show you that using that snipping tool. You can go ahead and print that off, or you can hit Control P to print, or you can go ahead and export it here to Excel. A few different ways to see that. Control P or Excel are probably the best ways, but I just wanted to show you that snipping tool as well. Okay. So now that I've got, let me go back to that report. I just wanted to see the one for today. And you can just go ahead and click right on that work order, and it's going to appear right behind you for you to add your charges to it. So I can see that I was labor, and I was on site, it says for 2 hours, and then I know I used a coil. So I'm going to search for my parts. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and approve it and hit save. Now I'm ready to go ahead and open up QuickBooks and run that synchronization. So you can find it there in the file menu, and then it'll push right over. All right, well, thank you so much for your time today, everybody, and tune in next time at 10:30 every Wednesday, or I do them on Thursdays. All right, thank you for your time.